Greetings, and welcome to Act 2 of my Jade Empire playthrough. In this video, I leave Master Li's school for the first time and help defend the town of Two Rivers. If you remember from my last video, Jade Empire is a 20-year-old role-playing video game based loosely on Chinese mythology and popular Chinese books of the time. I am playing as a senior student at Master Li's school. In the previous video, I learned some game mechanics and some historical context for Jade Empire. Now I will be moving into the broader world beyond the school gates. As with most RPGs of the same time period one progresses by traveling, engaging in combat, performing quests, and talking to other occupants of the world. I am assuming that Jade Empire is like most RPGs of the time period. There is no ticking clock, so I have time before moving on to the next plot point. I wanted to look around Master Li's quarters as there's a large statue of a lion I want to investigate. As I approach the statue, the spear in its hand glows blue. However, there is nothing for me to do here. I am sure there is something else involved in this, so I need to search the Master Li's quarters and see what I can find. A quick search of Master Li's quarters reveals another chest I can interact with. Within the chest are smaller statues in the colors of red, blue, and yellow, and they are lions like the big statue, so I take those and approach the big statue. When the sphere glows blue, I place the small blue statue on the altar. The sphere changes to red, I place the red statue. The sphere changes to yellow, I place the yellow statue. I then get a bit of wisdom and a silver piece. Okay.
The obvious path is humble, safe, but pays the wage of a cook, not a champion.
At this point, I recall a grave above the school from my early exploration. The grave had a lion head on it, and it had a small bowl. I could interact with it, but do nothing. I will take the silver piece I just got and go back to the grave and interact with it and see what happens. When I place the silver piece in the bowl, the lion head comes off the grave, and I have it in my possession, and I will take it back down to the big statue. When I interact with the big statue, I have another option to place the lion's head medallion in with the statue, and then a different set of color spheres shows up with a different color puzzle requiring two small statues at a time. Once you solve this puzzle, you lose the silver piece, you lose the lion head medallion, you lose the statues, but you gain a ability called Gaze of the Lion. What this does is give you +2 to body and +2 to focus, so not bad.
Examine your world from all angles, and you will see the interconnectedness of all things. Even that which is humbled can be the key to greater things.
Now it is time to go meet Dawnstar and head to town. As I come down the hill, I find Dawnstar, and she's talking to Gao the Lesser, the student we met in the last episode. And apparently she does not want to be talking to him, so I get to interrupt. Yay.
What's the matter, Dawnstar? Are you scared that Master Li might find out?
There is talk of approaching bandits, and you bother me with unsubtle advances. How very like you, Gao. No doubt a tactic learned from your criminal father.
His name is Gao the Greater, and he built a fortune out of some ragged thieves and slave traders. If my charm can't lift your spirit, I'll buy the ground from under you.
Flaunting your father's undeserved wealth does not impress me, Gao. It only serves to push me further away.
Yes, I knew I'd meet Gal the Lesser again. We met him in Act 1. He's talking to, I'm assuming this is Dawnstar, who wants none of him, so we will interrupt.
You step beyond your station. She and I are discussing her future.
Thank you, Gao, but I'll pick my own poison. Now leave, and if you'd be so kind, stay downwind.
I won't forget this, Dawnstar. You show great disrespect. You as well. You will not take all the glory if there is an attack. We are not through.
Once Gal the Lesser is gone, we will spend some time talking to Dawnstar before we head to town.
He is Gao the Lesser in all respects. I thought Master Li allowed him to stay so that the influence of the father could be countered, but Gao never learns. He acts like he's above Master Li's teachings. Such are the conceits of wealth, I suppose. I appreciate that you arrived.
Looking at the lines, I see the open palm, closed fist functioning here. I also see some lines that I would consider flirty.
Gao could learn much from you if you wanted to learn anything from anyone.
So I'm assuming that Dawnstar is a possible romantic interest at some point.
What does Gao the Lesser ever want? He's convinced that he can buy everything, and that includes people. He's a spoiled little man. I'd rather not dwell on him. Let's not increase his influence by talking about him after he's gone. What is it you wish?
Yes, he said you were coming. He just passed here with Si Pat on his way to help Kia Min. It's strange that simple bandits would launch such a raid.
Master Li was concerned that this would interrupt your training. His respect for your potential is just so absolute. Has he told you any more about your future? Only what Master Li has told you in the past. You are meant for great things, but you must discover them yourself. It must be so frustrating, but exciting as well. It is not the same. You are filled with the promise of great things, even if they are unknown. My skills will always be darker. I can see into the spiritual, an ability that grants some insight, but it doesn't seem to be useful for anything other than keeping me awake at night. I helped Master Li discover the unrest that shapes your future, but I see only problems, while you are destined to find solutions. I envy you for that. I'm glad. You have always kept your feet on the ground. What does Master Li say? That you should keep the basics close to heart?
Let's go get your weapon from Guzhin's workshop. It shouldn't be too hard to fend off simple bandits. They're foolish to attempt such an attack.
Of course. Good company will make the walk go faster.
After our conversation, I acquired Dawnstar as a companion. I go to the companion screen in configuration, and I see she's got an attack mode and a support mode. She uses longsword, and her support mode recovers your chi. I think I'm going to put her in support mode. At the bottom of the screen, attack, support, exit. I'm going to select support. We will see what happens when we enter combat.
Nice little town you have here. Not a lot of guards, are there? How are your stocks of food?
I don't know you. Why are you asking me all these questions?
This town isn't well guarded. Forget it, let's just start looting. We'll get first crack at the good stuff.
You're right. This isn't worth it.
I can't believe they've moved so quickly. We need your weapon. Guzhin will be in his shop north of the main stairs.
Why would bandits come here to Two Rivers?
Heavens, no!
As soon as we get into town, we have to face a couple of bandits. They are fairly easy to defeat in combat with the White Demon. After that, Dawnstar suggests getting our weapons, but I want to look around the town a little bit first. Again, I'm pretty sure there's no ticking clock here. While exploring the town, we pick up a little gold.
This building is Guzhin's place. As soon as we can, we should see him to arm ourselves.
And we finally make it to Gojin's weapons shop, where he has 2 weapons for me. Fortune's favorite, a long sword, and Golden Star, a staff.
Ujuir shatyir uksayanan. Zawani karpa.
Hello, Weapon Master Guzhin. Good day to you.
Swowo hier ufir wa kwanpa. Wo tarawir ifuir nupayir tun ichikir. Ukayir otonoir nisun puno asir tsun kut. If you'd prefer, I don't need to use Thofan. Now, what brings you here? Already? I assume you dealt with them, and the rest are in for quite a surprise when they get here. Well, no time to waste. Dawnstar, I watched you practice with that new blade yesterday, and I must say you take to it naturally. I want you to keep it and use it as your own.
This is a great honor. A good weapon is a true warrior's most treasured possession.
You know, you came here with Master Li as just a babe. I came not long after, and I've been holding on to a weapon for you ever since. Well, 2, actually, but you need to choose which one you'll take. Master Li wants you to stay focused on your first weapon. I don't know where your master acquired these, but he has honored me with the care of 2 legendary weapons. You may arm yourself with either the legendary longsword, Fortune's favorite, or the famed staff, Golden Star.
I choose the staff for the longer reach.
They say this blade was created in the forge of Smiling Fortune, blacksmith to the gods. Crafted for his son, this blade eventually found its way into the hands of men. How your master found it, I cannot say, but this ancient longsword is yours, if you wish it. They say Golden Star was forged as a gift to a water spirit of the Silkworm River. A young noble convinced the great eastern serpent to fly him to the stars, where he dipped this staff in the tail of a comet. It could be pure fantasy, but the staff certainly isn't. It's strong and has an excellent reach. Your foes will tremble if they see you wielding it. Your weapon is well deserved, and you'll need it with these bandits so close. If you decide you truly don't like it, however, you can come see me after the bandits are dealt with. One more thing you need to know. These weapons strike with deadly precision, but to wield them safely, you must focus with each strike. Master Li has been training you so that you'd be ready for this kind of weapon, and the drain won't be crippling, but you will get tired over time. That you should. Those people will be looking to you for leadership until Master Li gets back. I know you'll do well.
Senior student. Oh, excuse me, Weapon Master. I did not mean to interrupt.
Calm down, student. What has you so flustered?
The bandits. They've already been sighted down by the beach, and they're making their way toward the town. Master Li hasn't returned yet with Kia Min. I'm sure he will be back before long, but we must depend on you until he returns. I will run to the school and seal the gates. Make your way to the beach and teach these bandits a lesson. I know you can.
You've done well, lad. Go back to the school now. Your friends have some new weapons they're dying to try out, I'm sure.
Then a student comes in to interrupt us, telling us that bandits are on the beach and heading towards the town. Master Li is still with the injured student, and I need to go take care of the bandits. I send him back to school, and me and Dawnstar head out to take care of the bandits. Upon leaving the weapon shop, we head to the main gate. However, that was not where we needed to go. It's a different route to the beach. So after a short conversation with the guard at the gate, we head down to the lower town where we run into more bandits. After a short fight with them, we search the rest of the town again and find more gold before heading to the beach.
Someone! They're all over the beach! Bandits!
We have to help. Be careful. These louts will show no mercy.
I knew someone from the school would help. No one else could. Please, my boy Nijo is trying to fight them down on the beach, but we need someone skilled.
Thank the heavens you came down here. They're animals.
Upon arriving on the beach, we meet a new type of character on a ship, and there's a wave of bandits. He also has a cannon, we find out. He shoots the cannon, killing some villagers. Not nice. I clear out 2 waves of bandits getting hit by the cannon once.
Yet another village with no purpose. I will replenish our supplies and continue my search elsewhere. You will all, of course, have to die.
Cannon fire, look out! Look out!
What are you? Your skills are more than this tiny village warrants. But I also see something strange, an oddity. You could be an anomaly or a sign of who I seek. A further test is needed. These mercenaries are not the only threat I command. Let us see you contend with this.
guy summons, I'm guessing these are undead spirits, which I have to fight. Upon fighting them and defeating them, they seem to have some sort of ice power. This new guy teleports to the shore and threatens me, and about this time Master Li shows up.
This village will be torn asunder. Whatever you are hiding, I will have it. I have seen enough of your skills. You will die now, so I am not troubled later.
You! Well fought, my student, but I cannot risk you against a foe like this yet.
So blatant. We never thought to look in so humble a place. We expected an army. Your strategy, as always, is impeccable.
Your search is over, assassin, but no one will hear of your success. It would seem that my past is catching up to me, and you are destined to be swept along. You have faced your first spirit opponents far sooner than I intended. Dawnstar can explain the nature of such creatures. I must go and make sure everything is in place. I thought I had more time, but perhaps you are ready. Do not be so quick to thank me. My influence caused this attack. You were not meant to see this yet, but now there is no choice. I will explain the school. You have done well, but more than this awaits you. See to your fellow villagers and students, and return to me at the school. We have a great deal to discuss.
Master Li takes care of this guy after, so Master Li destroys the ship with one punch, so he's obviously a lot more powerful than I thought. And he also kills this other person he calls an assassin, which shows Master Li's not as nice as I thought either. So something's going on with Master Li, and their conversation leads me to wonder about it. And the conversation later with Master Li makes me wonder about what his motives actually are. But once he departs back to the school, I have a discussion with Dawnstar, and we learn more about spirits, and that she's seen things in my future, so yeah.
We fought well against those bandits, but I had no idea Master Li could command that kind of power. He destroyed that ship so easily.
This is so confusing. Master Li said I could explain the nature of spirits, but these were different. That sorcerer forced them to appear like wild dogs let loose. So many spirits seem lost, as if the way to their rest is blocked. I didn't think they were dangerous, but those on the beach, I sensed madness. Time drove them mad. You disrupted them by defeating them in combat. They will not reform for a long time. I hope there is peace in that, but I don't know. So much is worrying me.
And thus we bring down the curtain on Act 2 of Jade Empire. I am still on the beach. We found out some interesting stuff about Master Li. He's not who he seems, and I'm beginning to suspect by some of the conversation that he's not as nice as he seems. But I'm sure this will build as the plot progresses. We've also met Dawnstar, who's now our companion, and from some of the flirty lines, I'm assuming she's a romantic interest at some time in the future. Anyway, in next act, Act 3, we need to go back to the school and finish our conversation with Master Li, and I'm sure things will progress from there. But if you've enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and comment. Thank you.